When we dance socially, we usually repeat our dance moves again and again and again. But when trained dancers perform, they weave together sequences of moves with transitions in between. They don't repeat the same move. So, our today's lesson is only step 1. Remember, your next step is learning how to combine these moves. Look for video programs that offer combinations and practice. Here is a vertical figure 8 of the hips. Your hips draw an infinity loop shape. First, just stand like this. Your feet shoulder width apart and shift your weight side to side. As you're shifting your weight, fix your upper body in the center. Shift weight, shift weight. Your hips will slide side to side. Your chest stays in the middle. This is the base on which we'll layer our hip work, constantly shifting weight and keeping your chest in the center. Now hip work. Slide this hip sideways. Extend it, keeping your chest in the middle. Feel the stretch right here. Shift your weight to this side, and as you do this, scoop with this hip from down to up. So you will bend this knee. Start with your hip low and scoop upwards, letting your foot go on toe to bring your hip as high as you can, like in a hip lift. So again, this hip scoop starts with your knee bent. From this low position, the hip goes out. Shift your weight onto this leg. And now up, foot on toe, hip lift. By now, you have shifted the weight to the other foot. And your hip and heel come down. Pull it in toward the center line of your body. Your foot is flat now. And so you're ready for the scoop with the opposite hip. Skip from down, up, going into the hip lift on this side. Come in and down. These two hip scoops are the two circular ends of an infinity loop. We need to make them round and supple. So think of each scoop as having a circular shape. Your hip draws a vertical circle and comes down. This movement is constantly shifting weight, and it is a lower body isolation, so your upper body will stay more or less calm. Scoop and circle, scoop and circle, scoop and circle. Your hip goes down, out, up and in, down, out, up and in. Keep bending and straightening your knees. If you perform this movement with your knees straight, you'll bounce up and down. But the goal is to totally isolate your lower body from the upper body. Do this infinity loop in front of the mirror and make sure that your head stays in one place at the same level and not bouncing. To achieve this, bend your knees deeper. Imagine that you're under a very low ceiling.
In many of my beginner instructional programs, I have on-screen graphics that show you the three-dimensional trajectories of moves. One of these programs is Belly Dance First Steps. It also offers you non-stop practice that will get these moves into your muscle memory in no time.